The following podcast has been recorded by LIM.
From taverns across Chicagoland to St. Joe's Park in Joliet to the world of podcasting, they're upholding the good name of Chet Gunderson and letting the old styles flow. They are the lovely, intoxicated men. And this is the Lovely Intoxicated Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the LIM podcast today. Today, you got the LIM champion, which is me, Dan, the LIM man. I'm always lovely. I'm always intoxicated. And frankly, I'm always the man. But today I'm joined here with my cohorts. I got the simp. He's not that talkative, but he's an all right guy. I don't mind him. I respect the minion chicken nuggets in the background. That's the true meal of a champion right there.
Minions, chicken nuggets.
Minions chicken nuggets, right. And then there's Hot Double J. And summer is coming past. But I'm still feeling a little warm. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Feeling a little hot, if you will, even. A little hot and bothered. And then we're accompanied by today with Patrick PX, whatever his name is today. There's a lot of things that were going on at last show at RPW, and I think that there's some things that we need to talk about. Most definitely, with these idols and all that, and it's really, really, really irritating.
Idols? Wait, you're talking about the idols?
Yeah,
Look,
dude.
Here's the thing, boys. It's LIM country. Okay?
Damn right.
It's
Damn right.
LIM country.
Let's
And
ride.
If you disagree with that, I'm gonna throw you in the ring and I'm gonna beat up your grandpa.
Dude, not my yeah, we gotta beat up some grandpas.
Wait. When did Damian Gray get here?
Yeah, when did he
Hey,
get here?
Oh, don't tell him I'm here. He beat me up in high school. He
Oh.
beat me up in high school. Who beats people up in high school?
Yeah, that's
You know,
kind of rude,
you-
man.
Hey, he was a little punk. I needed
Yeah,
the
he's a
lunch
little-
money. And he got what he needed.
And
Mhm.
that punk PX, he thinks he's so cool, making me sign his yearbook. Here's the thing. I don't even know how to write. Oh, that's an insult to me.
I don't think he even knows how to read.
Words, I see them, I think of them, and I'm like, what does it all mean? And it's because I don't know how to read.
I definitely punched him in the head enough times. He probably can't even see anything. That's why
that-
he dresses the way he does.
You know what? That hurts my voice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lovely Intoxicated Podcast. This is the Halloween special.
You look like a cross between Joey Roth and Damian Gray.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, don't
No,
get
well,
us.
and
We're gonna
we'll- you know
we'll
what?
get
We're
we'll get
gonna-
there.
We're
gonna get
We're
there.
gonna save that for later on. So PX, I'm here. Dan, the LIM champion, is here, who retained his title at Darkness Falls, by the way.
Yes, I did. I did in a very championship.
Because he
In a
had no challengers.
No challengers. He didn't show up.
Who's he? Pronouns, pal.
You know who didn't show up? Tony Gabagool. Man's been mad talking.
Oh.
Where
He's
was
been
he?
talking. I don't know where he was. He must have saw my training montage and gotten afraid. But this guy always, he's always like that though. He'll say he'll come to the shows and then never comes to any of the shows. And you think that's champion material?
I mean, you didn't go to the first show.
First thing I did when I left Darkness Falls. I went to my base. And I alerted Tony Gaga
Tony Gaga.
of the
You
events
made-
that transpired.
Tony
Damn it.
Gaga has been
Tony Goo Goo Gaga has been let known that Dan has walked in with the LIM title and Dan has walked out with the LIM title. Is that what you're telling me, Sim?
Well, here's the thing. That's what's weird, though, is, you know, we saw on the lovely Intoxicated vlog, which you can find on YouTube. Everybody point. Everybody point. All right, we pointed. That Tony Gabagool had every intention of being there. And it seemed like whatever drink he had was very, very strong. And yeah, he woke up during the Bears game the next day. That's a little weird.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
PX. To be
don't
in
either.
Bro,
LIM, you
please,
need to
I hope
have
he
a
shows up at Harvest Havoc.
maybe. I mean, to be in LIM, you have to have the stomach and the kidneys to process the large quantities of questionable material. And if he could drink something and not have the iron liver that the LIM needs,
Yeah, I have the iron liver that the LIM needs and deserves. My liver is proud to wear this belt. I'll tell you that.
I'll agree. Cheers to that, Dan. Where's your beer? Cheers, my beer.
But here's
I have Gatorade.
Where's your beer, Dan?
live the gimmick, brother.
I was feeling a little dehydrated, so.
So then you drink another
Liquid
beer.
death.
What are you talking about?
I will say the only thing that I've known Tony Gabagool to have a little bit of sensitivity to where he acts like that is if he has a little Malort.
Was he
Dude,
not from
can't he-
Chicago?
Bro can't even handle the Malort.
That's what it reminded me of the couple times where he drank the Malort. He just did like he drinks a little bit, and I mean you saw it. He kind of was sensitive to that spaghetti. That's kind of what it reminded me of. I don't think spaghetti is that strong.
No,
I brushed my teeth with Malort.
But though, there's also another video of him drinking the spaghetti where he's fine.
That's what. Well, he said he took a real good nap that day,
Yeah, he did.
and he felt a little queasy.
He may have felt a little queasy. He's just sick to his stomach that he couldn't even. Oh man, what to say? What to say?
So, what do you want to talk about?
All I know is Gabagool has nothing. He couldn't even have been bothered to show up. He'd rather just be like, I'm going to take a nap on my floor than actually show up to St. Joe's Park and face me one-on-one, drinking old style after old style after old style after old style. I had to do it one more because I saw Double J's finger.
Diving into Darkness Falls. Let's talk about that match card, guys.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
How about that opening segment from Maximus? I felt the passion. I know I'm a pretty hot guy, and even I felt the heat from the words Maximus was spewing. What about you guys?
I mean, he just was like, he called Ryan Matthews a hairless cat.
I mean, he is.
And he called him out. He said, "Get your hairless cat ass out of here, out here, so we can figure out why you did what you did during my match with Rion at Fall Brawl."
And then we got a nice hairless cat chant that we started, I might add.
You're welcome, St. Joe's Park.
And you're welcome, Maximus Orion.
Yep. And all of this seems to stem to, the game of kings, Fortnite.
Oh, the Fortnite chant went so hard.
Dude, I was floss dancing as the Fortnite chant was going on.
I wanted to get on a bus just to jump off of it. I was so excited.
All I knew after hearing that was Maximus was going to walk out of there with the victory royale. All right. He was coming in. He was going for that victory royale.
But I don't think that's how it ended up being.
That's not how it ended up because Damian Gray is a coward and couldn't win clean and took advantage of Eric Schultz, who came out dressed as the Undertaker and distracted Maximus, and there was a roll up.
He wasn't fully in. He was distracted. It was a cheap play.
It wasn't even the best taker.
I'll tell you, he deserved the victory royale.
Now, if it was. If Eric Schultz came out as American Badass Undertaker, I think Maximus
he would have been mad. He would have been so mad.
He wouldn't have been as distracted, though, because he's not really worried about that.
You know what? He would have been a dead man walking. And you know what he would have done? He would have ran up that ramp and beat up that biker taker.
Maximus Orion doing the Cody Rhodes walk up the ramp. Basically that. Now, speaking of Eric Schultz won his match and is going to advance to the Rocket to the Top briefcase ladder match, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Though it was interesting, couple different things. Michael Myers returned.
What a guy.
And chased Skylar Reed out of the arena for a little bit, and Skylar Reed had to come back in. Is my hair all over the place? I feel like I didn't comb my hair. I didn't use the great greasing styling products that Damian Gray uses.
I mean, it looks
like
better than that.
I assume it's like McDonald's grease is what he uses.
It looks better than whatever he does to his head. The way you've got it makes it like you have a full head of hair instead of him. It looks like he's got like he's bald on the sides and he's like trying to contain the hair that he's got. But yeah, going back to the main point about Skylar Reed, it sucks that he got chased out by Michael Myers because this happened last year and the man doesn't deserve it. He's a class act. He has a great sports podcast. If you're not listening to it, you should check it out every now and then.
I agree.
But
help
I
me
feel
with
like
fantasy this year.
Yeah, Skylar got robbed in that match too because while he was distracted, Eric Schultz rolled him up for the win.
And that's interesting because if you notice, Skylar was not happy and started disputing that information with not just the referee, but also J-Beck the bounce check.
Bounce check.
Speaking of bald heads, I mean, that guy was out there.
We had Steve Michaels versus the Space Cowboy, Stacey Alexander. What was interesting is Damian Saint, the general manager guy, now 11 months in a row, standing room only.
Standing room, or 3 words, standing room only.
You know, he came out and managed him to try to even the odds, which he was successful in doing.
You can't beat that bear hug.
That bear hug would knock me out within 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's the king of it.
The master, if you would.
Yeah, the master.
And then we had the number 1 contenders match for the Inter-County Championship held by Rion Skills.
Childhood hero of Tony Gabagool.
Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, and I mean, maybe I'm getting a little ahead of things here, but did you guys notice Joey Roth kept staring at the LIM section throughout that match?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because Dan and I were sitting next to each other and we were looking so handsome that he was like,
I mean,
wow, look at those guys.
Listen, Double J, you're giving me too much credit here. I think he was just looking at you.
I mean, obviously, but I'm trying to be a nice person because you're the LIM champ. But if then he runs the real champ of the looks in this group, it's me. I mean, look at me.
I got the gold around my waist. You got the gold in the face. All right.
Yeah, I put asses in the seats. But yeah, it was
top, bro.
Yeah,
up top.
Yeah, but it was really weird that he just kept looking at you, and then that Kevin Owens knockoff just kept looking over at you too.
Oh, his last name is Cade.
Yeah, irrelevant. I mean, I'm just gonna call him Kevin Owens knockoff because then I'll at least remember him. But yeah, it was very weird. It made me uncomfortable. I was trying to watch this very enthralling match because it was a very good match because we got the RPW debuts of Aztec Ammunition, Jesus DeSanto, the Hobo Prince, Bugs Moran, who stole my heart. He had the moves, the flair, the hat. And then you also had Joseph Von Jaeger, who ended up winning that match in a very competitive, very athletic match. Hit a very nice elbow from the top rope just to get to 1, 2, 3. And then Rion came out to congratulate him and attempted to shake his hand, but then just kicked him in the little Von Jaegers.
It was like he was gonna give him the title and just walk away.
Right.
And kicked him square in the nuts. But you know,
this is a family show, PX. The little Von Jaegers is what we're gonna call them.
Considering what we've said so far this show, I think we're kind of straying away.
Listen. Dude, you can't say that, bro. Dude, you can't say that. Dude, you know how much trouble I got in? Do you know how much No, hold on. Do you know how much trouble I got in? I'm peeking my mic right now. I'm furious. I had to go through therapy. Was given lists, and you're just gonna blatantly say that? Oh, guys, I take back everything I've said about you.
No,
my blood is boiling.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, that's much more. Watch your tone, mister. Watch your tone.
Speaking of tone, our next match featured the hairless cat against the LAM's new best friend, Rockstar Johnny Knives.
Oh no, that didn't happen because
That didn't happen.
Because he's hurt.
That was supposed to happen, so that didn't happen. But who did he end up? He got put into another match though, much later, if I'm remembering correctly. I drink a lot of old styles that night. I don't.
Yeah, you drink a lot of beer that night. I can kind of fill you in. And I will say before we go on to that next match, I do want to say Bugs Moran, Jesus Sasafio, and Joseph Von Jaeger had an incredible debut. Crowd was really behind him. I've seen them in Wrestle League and other places. They are incredible talents, and I can't wait to see what else they're going to be doing in Rocket Pro.
I agree.
Then we had another Rocket to the Top briefcase ladder match qualifier between Devin August, Koa Loxamana, Sam Knight, and Shogun Chris Logan.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers came out to go after Skyler again.
What an icon. Love that guy.
And
I loved him in Austin Powers, man. Loved him in Austin Powers.
As Devin was distracted, Shogun super kicked Devin August. And what was really nice and wholesome moment, Khalees helped Michael Myers get laid. And I mean, let's be honest, that man is like the love guru, so he deserves it. I mean, in Austin Powers, you saw all the love he got for that role.
Bro, he had his mojo on that night.
He had his mojo, baby. Yeah, very shagadelic, baby.
That's the only person that got more laid that night than me was Koa.
Koa had a lot of lays on him.
He had a lot of lays.
He had a lot of lays.
He really did.
But Michael Myers gave Shogun a beer. It was a Coors. It should have been an old style, but we'll forget.
We're not gonna hold it against him.
We're not gonna hold it against anybody. Koa then speared Shogun, and there was a party foul. Where was our whistles, boys?
Yeah, I think I yelled out "party foul."
There was a party foul chant.
Yeah, we tried. We chant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we started a party foul chant on that one.
Yeah.
Devin August, though, he's going on to the Rocket to the Top ladder match. So it's going to be Devin August, Gunnar Brave, and Eric Schultz.
That's going to be a good match.
That is going to be a good match, but we'll get into
we'll
that
get
a little.
There. We'll get there.
There was a video package that played with TDC, but we'll talk about that a little more once we get to Harvest Havoc. Wow, this wig is very, very itchy.
You should just take it off. Yeah.
That wasn't your real hair? When did PX get here?
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's PX. I'm not really Damian Gray. But remember when I had major announcements on this show?
Yeah. Oh, are you giving
my major announcement? Is I'm experiencing hair loss.
I lost
my pet. No, in that I lost my pet rabbit as well. So if you guys can help me find Tricks. He's always trying to eat my cereal, and I was really sad, even though he was like trying to beg for my cereal.
I don't think that's
because
the rabbit's actual name.
Here's the thing. No, Tricks.
I don't think that's the rabbit's
name. He'll come
name.
after my cereal, and like adults will want to pet him, and I'm like,
dude, his name
for kids,
bro. His name is Cinnabon. Get it right.
No, it's Tricks. Like
no, it's the rabbit name. The mascot's name is Cinnabon.
No, that's Cinnabon is a restaurant at the mall. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the mascot.
I want a Cinnabon
for
now.
Tricks.
All right, Simp, you're one of the fine people of the internet.
Tricks
primarily the ghouls. As we talk about this next match, can you confirm the name of the rabbit from Tricks cereal?
I just looked it up.
Why would you look it up? You got to be focused. You're co-hosting the show. Come on,
hey,
focus.
Listen, I knew you were wrong, and I wanted to prove you wrong. Its name's not Tricks; it's Cinnabon, because he's a bunny. Get it? Cinnabunny.
But Tricks aren't even cinnamon flavored, so why would his name be Cinnabon?
I don't know. I didn't name the character.
Do you work for marketing at Kellogg or something?
Man, no, he's a madman. You don't know nothing. I don't think so.
I almost swore again.
Listen, I'm just very passionate about my cereal mascots. All right.
Yeah, show me how many cereal boxes you got right now.
Hold on.
All right, while he's gone, let's talk more about Darkness Falls.
Let's talk more about Darkness Falls. We had Gunner
Brave against
What just
Ezio
happened?
Orlandi. Hey, we need to be professional. We need to
we gotta be
focus.
prepared. Okay.
Now, I had to step out during this match because I got a call from, one of my hot hookups from the summer, and I had to talk her up for a little while. So I need you, PX, to fill us in because I caught the ending of what looked to be a very banging match.
Well, I think the match had a real cool down period because at points, Gunner Brave just was eating that ice cream sandwich.
It was an ice cream sandwich and I missed it?
You missed the ice cream sandwich, Double J. But again, we like you as hot, Double J. That would have cooled you down, brought down your body temperature a little bit.
I would have melted his sandwich, so it's good that I stepped away.
Yeah, wouldn't So he was wrestling him basically one-handed.
What?
As he was eating. Can we okay. You know what? Let's just Gunner Brave won. Gunner Brave won the match. Can we see what cereals you have?
Hold on, I gotta close my door.
But I will say, as he's closing his door, it was an impressive showing of what a man can do with one hand and an ice cream sandwich in the other hand.
Very much so. It was a good match. So to start off the the cereal review, we got Fruity Pebbles crunched. Now that Barney Rebel guy, what an actor. What an actor. And then, sometimes we got to be healthy. I got to put the belt down. And then sometimes we got to be healthy, so we bust out the lower cholesterol.
Cholesterol.
Dude, cholesterol sometimes hits hard, but
aren't you like a guy who does stuff with the medical field?
Yeah, but sometimes when
I know what you eat.
A little too much cholesterol.
I know what you
eat. A little,
Yeah.
You don't need too much.
Chicken nuggets. Minions chicken nuggets.
They made that into a cereal,
dude. If they make Minion chicken nuggets into a cereal,
you wouldn't put milk with that. You'd have the chicken nuggets, and you'd fill that bowl up with a nice beer. That's for sure.
All right, what other cereal do you got? We got to talk about the main event.
I also have.
This is the main event.
I have already shown the Fruity Pebbles.
No. These are different.
He had Fruity Pebbles crunched, and
this is crunched.
Okay. There's multiple varieties. I'm
this.
Yeah, shut up, Baldy. Let him talk.
This is why you don't know your cereal mascots like I do. I keep on my toe. Do you even know the Minions? Do you even know the Minions' names?
Bob, Kevin, that's it. Those are the only ones that matter.
Stuart, Kevin, Bob, and Stuart. Get it right. All right. Those are the only three that matter.
So do you have another box?
Yeah, dude. I got Rice Krispie treats, bro. Rice Krispie.
Snap, crackle, pop. Let's go.
Those are some guys. Those are some bros right there. Snap, crackle, and pop. And that's exactly what the Bones were doing at the
Freckles,
RPW
can we
show.
get back to the topic at hand?
Snapping, they were crackling, and they were popping in that ring. Wouldn't you say so?
Well, we'll say we were popping when the ringmaster came out after Mr. Aaron Stone, the RPW champion, completely won his match against the Perminator Sam Beal.
With an LIM assist, might I add.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want to explain that, Double J?
Yeah, so before, the RPW show, I was going around talking it up to all the people, telling them how hot I am. And I stumbled across Aaron Stone, and we were talking, icon to icon, hot guy to hot guy. And he was talking about like, man, because I really wish I would have had some candy that I wanted to, use in this match. And I was like, say less. I always keep a bag on me because I'm always, packing.
You're always strapped.
Yeah, I'm always strapped. I'm always packing. So I run out to my car and I give him a freshly christened bag of candy from where
you crafted the bag.
Yeah, dude. I wrapped it up individually. It's because I'm so sweet. It's like a Hershey's Kiss. So I handed him that bag, and he was able to use it to get the one over on Sam Beal.
Sim, can you set a reminder for me? Remind me never to take chocolate or candy from Double J.
All right, just for the record, Simp is not Siri.
Dude, it's Wario, bro. dude, you got double trouble going on right now. What are you guys gonna do? You got double trouble.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
well,
gonna,
I'm Double J.
you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about what happened after Aaron Stone won his match. The Undeniable came out, tried to beat down Aaron Stone. Then Maximus Orion came out and tried to even the odds, but he was beat down by the Undeniable as well. And then the Ringmaster came out.
The
to
guy.
the guy. We used to call him the Swag Master back in Pro Wrestling Blitz.
He is still the swag master in my eyes. He will always be the swag master in my eyes. The Three Rings are probably one of the greatest factions to ever walk foot through the doors of St. Joe's Park. And I think that right there is undeniable.
I get it, because they faced the Undeniable in a 5-on-5 match after Shelley overruled Damian Saint, and now he's Waluigi.
Wah.
Wait, are you guys gonna do like the Spider-Man point thing? No, I'm Waluigi. I'm Waluigi. Anyway,
Anything,
It's
you're
a
a
lot I can
retired
do it
Mario.
better.
the 5-on-5 match was made. 3 rings. Maximus Orion, Aaron Stones went up against the Undeniable, and Machine came out with the win after pinning Eric Schultz, and that was Darkness Falls.
The fact that they came out too with the machete, so cool. So cool.
But now this leads us into the next show, which is Rocket Pro Wrestling's Harvest Havoc 2023, which will take place on Saturday, November 4th. Doors open at 4. Bell time is at 5. Tickets are $15 general admission, $20 for front row. And you can buy your tickets at the door, cash only.
And $15 and your sister's phone number if you want a seat next to Hot Double J.
I think that's fair.
That's a pretty good. Well, you got to buy your general admission ticket and hope that
Yeah,
there's a,
buy-
because
you gotta buy
again, we
your
got to
general
remember
admission.
11 standing room only shows.
That's
11.
true.
You got to get there early.
You got to get there early because you want to get a good seat. You
Mhm.
want to sit next to the LIM.
You want me to
sit
date
next-
your sister?
You got to get there early.
Nah, what am I kidding? I don't date.
I've been there, done that.
Well, no, there's a difference between yours and mine, PX. I don't date because I got, a lot of things on my plate and you're alone.
That's not nice, but stop. But you're right.
Anyway, what else we
Wait,
got?
hold on. I gotta cry.
Hold on. Hey, man,
Why
you
did
can't
you
be
bring
saying,
that up?
bro, you can't be saying that to my brother. He's very sensitive about that stuff, man.
I've tried to take him under my wing and tell him how to do it, but he won't listen.
We're gonna
All
save
right,
that.
hold on, we're gonna
save that for the Valentine's episode.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
Ben, that's like how many
Son of
months
a
away?
bitch. Like several.
All right, cool it out.
All
All right,
right.
cool your jets. Cool your jets.
Okay.
Cut the waterworks.
Okay.
Get back to it.
All right.
But being like you're actually pretending to be Damian Gray, being a crybaby again.
Yeah, dude. You're
I'm
really
not a crybaby. This is LIM country.
Let's ride.
All right.
we ride
we
at
got-
dawn.
The first match that was announced today. We have Shogun Chris Logan versus Paulie Tomaselli.
Paulie.
Logan.
It's gonna be Logan though.
Gotta be Logan. It's
Well,
always
Now,
Logan is such a great wrestler, and
And if you don't get another one again,
Yeah.
So here's
Logan.
here's what I want to remind people of is that Paulie Tomaselli was a member of a tag team in Pro Wrestling Blitz with Hardcore Craig. So he is one half of the team of Hardcore Impact. This is going to be one of the first. This is the first time
I'm still going with Logan.
the
I'm still going with Logan, but that's a throwback. I don't quite remember the hip. If I saw him, maybe I have to look him up.
They were a real big tag team
I
then, and I remember them. So when I saw that Paulie Tomaselli was going to be coming back to St. Joe's Park after so many years away, I got so excited. And people at St. Joe's Park who go to Rocket Pro Wrestling, just like they got excited with the Three Rings return, they're going to get another Blitz return this month. So we're going to see what Paulie can do against Shogun.
Yep.
Next, we have the Wicked Side Brooks Berna versus Buck Nasty Bucky Collins. And as you guys remember, there's been this whole thing with Bucky since he came and attacked and debuted at Rocket Pro last year. Seemed to really throw Christian Rose off of his game.
Yeah,
and the consequence of that is a lot of dissension right now between every single member of TDC.
Yeah, there was and that led into another match that's happening at Harvest Havoc as well, because there was that video package you mentioned earlier where it showed the immediate fallout after the last show where TDC lost their titles to the final level because of some interference from Christian Rose.
So now, Damian DeShane is going to go up against Christian Rose in a submission match that Damian DeShane challenged Christian Rose to himself.
Yeah.
But we're not only going to have that, we're also going to have for the Intercounty champion, Joseph Von Jaeger versus the real deal, Rion Skills.
We back?
Welcome back.
But before we get into Joseph Von Jaeger versus Rion Skills, we had to pause because Tony Gunderson has joined the lovely Intoxicated podcast. You missed a great show so far. Danny showed us all the cereal he has in his apartment.
Yeah,
This
dude.
picture funny.
Greetings and calculations. It is I, the Tony Gundersons, representing the LIMings. I am the second in commandings of the LIMings, and I tonight am drinking of the OK beers. Cheers, my friends.
How are you feeling? You seem very sick on the lovely Intoxicated blog.
You seem a little different.
Some of Bastages had to put the Malort, and it crosses over into Italian accent because I'm all about Europe, okay? I love the Europeans, all right? Oh, their mustaches, love it. Listen, so some guy named Thomas Foolery had spiked the Aperol that I stole from his partner in crime.
My boy.
Boner's Beers. Exactly, Chicken Nuggets. How you doing, pal? All right, very good. So,
I'm doing good.
yeah.
You get my message.
Obviously, I'm here. Am I not? But, I'm a little confused, boys. What time is it?
It's 6:53.
Yeah. I thought I was showing up early, making a good impression on the first in command. Second in command should be showing up early. How come we already started?
I mean, we had to keep the episode going. Dan seemed very, very intent on starting the episode without you.
And we all know, Tony, that you never come early.
Yeah, you never come early and you never show up.
Hey, first of all, I had the Amish flu for the first show. The second show, somebody had poisoned me. I thought I was sleeping next to Rhea Ripley. I wake up next to a Mickey Mouse, okay?
You're telling me a good, respectable man of the LIM can't swish his way in life with Malort? I brush my teeth with that stuff. You're telling me you can't handle it? Maybe you shouldn't be second in command.
Yeah, maybe you should. Coming from my title, you can't even drink.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Bro.
Listen, Double J, you want my second in command?
Well, I can hang with Malort. Can you? I think with a member of the LIM needs an iron liver, and I don't know if you've got what it takes right now.
Well, listen,
I've never doubted you before, Gabagool. We've gone way back, and I'm having doubts, and I don't like it.
Listen, here's the thing, pal. We come from the old neighborhood, right? And I think since the LIM champion's going down to Kokomo with the Beach Boys at Harvest Havoc, and he's not going to be there.
I'm driving my way down to the Bahamas because I earned this belt.
Since there's no belt to compete for, I'll put my second in command up for grabs against you in a one-on-one drinking competition. What do you say to that, Double J?
Easy.
Whoever wins that, December, that's when we figure out who's facing me for the LIM title.
Yeah, we'll just use it to determine second in command.
Tony.
Well, that too. But we'll use
This
it.
is going to be the easiest challenge
Will we
of my
expect you at
life.
Harvest Havoc?
I look forward to seeing you, pal.
Yeah, because he accepted the challenge, Mr. Simp.
Yes. And then when I win second in command, I'm coming for you, Dan. I'm going to take that championship and use your scrawny ass as a toothpick as I walk my way home.
Now that's a likely story, buddy.
So Tony,
That's true. You're pretty caked up.
You've missed a lot of stuff in the 2 months that you haven't been to the shows.
Just way to make me feel bad about it, okay?
What's your take on this whole situation with Damian Saint firing Nubby, aka Turtle?
Well, I'm all worked up about it, but the problem is, because of my absence, I haven't been able to really make an impact. So, what I'm fixing and planning to do is I'm bringing a petition to get signed at the Harvest Havoc, and I'm gonna go person to person in the audience, and I'm gonna get the signatures. Okay, you can trust me. I am Italian. We would never forge signatures on a voting thing. All right.
Nope.
And
No
we
Nigerian
are going-
princes.
No, I do know one. If you ever need one, he's a good guy. But
Okay.
anyways,
He emailed me at work the other day, and I sent him my phone number, and he said he could get me a job where I didn't have to work. All I had to do was send my social security number, and I sent it to him, and I haven't heard back. But there's been like 5 credit cards started in my name, which I thought was weird.
I wouldn't worry about that. Let him
That's
work.
making you money in the long run.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's investing.
Exactly. It's expanding my credit line for when the money comes through on my
Listen.
bank account that I gave him as well.
Pac Mannings, just like Peyton Manning's, your Pac Mannings. Listen, that's called passive income. All right, learn a thing or two about Bidenomics. That's passive income. It's all good, G.
I don't
No.
think that's how that works, but we're just getting ready to talk about Joseph Von Jaeger versus Rion Skills. Your childhood hero, Tony.
Well, let me tell you something.
Rion!
The Jaeger bomb. You know, I never had a good relationship with Jägermeister, so Rion all day. He's gonna retain. You know it. I know it. They know it. He's my childhood hero. What else is there to say?
Amen.
What are you thinking, Dan? The LIM champion.
I'm thinking Rion Skills. It's one of those rare occasions where I actually agree with Tony
Compared to
Gabagool.
cases.
And Hot Double J, where you landed on this?
Von Jaeger put up a great match at Darkness Falls, but he can't outclass Rion.
And we're gonna finally. Oh, Simp is raising his hand again.
What did the simp say?
What do you want to talk about?
Skills.
Skills. He's got them skills, and they're multiplying, and he's losing control because the power he's supplying
Rihanna is winning.
is electrifying, and I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. Get it? Because that's his old song.
Sometimes you got to close the window to open a door. Okay.
You're just saying what we're all thinking, man.
Exactly.
Sometimes
Close the
you gotta
door to
close the
open a
door
window.
to turn on a light.
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs to. Anyway, we have the Ryan Matthews going up against Maximus Orion, and there's very heated. The Ryan Matthews cost Maximus Orion his opportunity at his rematch against Rion.
But the real question is Ryan Matthews going to be healed up for this match? Because as you know, last show he was hurt and
He was hurt, and I hope he's been practicing his Fortnite dances because I think that might be needed for this match. Given there was a sucks at Fortnite chant that started, and the Ryan Matthews definitely sucks at
Fortnite.
Absolutely. So then we already talked about Damian DeShane versus
Fortnite.
Christian Rose in a submission match. We have 3 more matches to discuss, and then I think we'll call it a night. We have the undeniable Nick Diamond, aka Karen Diamond, making his debut at Rocket Pro. We have the returning Quinn Whittick versus the Wild Child Connor Hopkins in a triple threat match for the Outer Limits Championship.
Wait. You got to put some respect on his name. It is Sexy Violence.
Sexy Violence, Quinn Whittick.
Apologies. We have to give Quinn Whittick his respect, but Wild Child Connor Hopkins is coming out on top.
Well, here's the thing. We have a Karen in the ring in the form of the undeniable Nick Diamond. He's been everywhere. He was just at Impact. So if the thing doesn't go his way, is he going to try to ask for their general manager?
You got to be able to handle the pressure to be a diamond, and he's going to come out as a lump of coal. Let me tell you what.
Treated.
So true.
Tony, what are you thinking? Oh, Simp's raising his hand. Go ahead.
Won't be Impact for long.
Oh, treated. Tony, what do you think?
The only impact that's going to be seen by Nick Diamond at the Harvest Havoc is the impact of ultra sexy violence, Quinn Whitlock hitting him in the head with a pry bar. Okay.
That crowbar is a weapon of mass destruction and has caused a lot of victory.
Yes.
The crowbar has caused a lot of victory for Quinn Whitlock.
Sexy violence, Quinn Whitlock.
Sexy violence, Quinn Whitlock.
Ultra sexy violence.
But then we have a battle of the behemoths in the form of Steve Michaels versus Darius Luttrell. Now, we've seen Darius Luttrell before. He's in the tag team Pick and Pop, and he is very, very tall. He is a monster of a human being and a monster in the ring. But we also have Steve Michaels, who's got the backing of general manager Guy, 11 months, standing room only, Beard of Thor, fired Nubby for stupid reasons, Damian Saint. In his corner.
D-Swizzle. You know what, though? Say what you will about Damian Saint. I think he was in the right there for firing Nubby and just a lot of the things that he does do. I'm a big Damian Saint guy. Little known fact about me.
Hey, remember when you were an Idols guy? How'd that turn out for you? Just wanting to put that out there.
Are we gonna get into this now?
We're not getting into it yet, but I'm just making
okay.
a point that you kind of start off with these really bad people that you follow, and then it affects you personally.
Listen, Pat. Damian Saint is the man that brings the action to RPW. He's the general manager. He's the reason that there's been how many? 11 standing room only shows in St. Joe's Park. He's the man. I have to give him credit where credit is due.
Anyway, moving on. Steve Michaels is going to hug that tree of a man, Darius Luttrell, and make him fall asleep and yell timber.
Well, wait, how is he going to yell timber if he already fell asleep?
Well, Steve Michaels is going to yell it.
Oh, got it.
Come on, pick up the pace here, PX.
We got to pick up the pace.
You got to stay on my level. I know you can't really because you got to always look up to me because you're short.
I am very short,
but you gotta keep it up.
Well,
don't laugh, Dan. I'm taller than you. I'm taller than all of you.
Hey, at least I ain't 5'3" mean.
Hey, anyway. You know who's not 5'3" mean and what's not going to be 5'3" mean, whatever that means. I'm 5'4", by the way. The open challenge for the Rocket Pro Wrestling Championship between the Dream Breaker, Aaron Stone, and a mystery opponent. Is Aaron Stone going to be ready for whoever he steps up against?
I know who's the mystery opponent.
Well, we got to talk about the Rocket to the Top ladder match as well.
I can tell you who the mystery opponent is.
No. We're good.
You guys know who it is?
We're okay. We're okay. Because we got to talk about Devin Hawkins.
I think I have an idea.
No. We're going to talk about Devin Hawkins versus Eric Schultz.
Oh, another Canadian, huh? I love Canada.
versus Gunner Bray.
I think this is going to be Gunner's match to win. He lost the Outer Limits Championship. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He needs that edge to get one over and cash in on an opportunity to Aaron Stone. That's where I'm thinking this match is going. It's Gunner's house, and he's going to take what's his.
Absolutely. I think Gunner's got a really good chance. But again, like I said when I was on Windy City Slam, I'm name dropping here.
But Mike Pankow!
But shout out to Mike Pankow. But
Legend.
Like I told him, the undeniable, we have, they kind of outnumber Gunner here. So is Gunner going to be able to outlast Damian Saint and the undeniable?
Yes.
I don't know about that one. I mean, he's Gunner Brave in general has always been one to go against the odds. And that's just a fact. He always has.
He stares bravely in the face of danger.
But yeah, he definitely, they're the undeniable, with the backing of Damian Saint and, them as a group. I think that he's outmatched. They're just outnumbered. Definitely.
It's going to be an interesting thing to see at Rocket Pro Wrestling Harvest Havoc on November 4th. Bell time is at 5. Tickets are $15 general admission, $20 for front row, and
$15 and your sister's phone number to sit next to me in the LIM.
And you got to get there early. You got to get there early.
Doors open at 4:00.
Guys, I've needed the laughs tonight, given everything that's been going on. I wanted to show you guys something. So I'm going to step away real quickly, and I'll be right back in a minute.
All right.
Well, here's the thing that
we need to go.
Wait.
Did you? Okay.
Wait. What?
Gunderson.
Yes, sir.
What? Who?
Hey,
why are you here?
Who let you in?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
it is
the meeting.
Who let the fabulous adulterers in?
Did I ruin your little LIM meeting? Sorry, don't care.
Who are you?
Dude, the name of this meeting is literally No Idle People.
It's also No Girls Allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, we're lovely, intoxicated men.
Again, Double J, don't care. And, for those of you that might not know me, it's N to the A-N-I, Nani, the leader of the fabulous Titleizers. Oh my god!
Oh,
what are you wearing?
Hold on 1 second.
What are you wearing?
You know exactly.
LIM country, not ILM.
Yeah, this is LIM country.
LIM country. Let's ride.
Hey,
we ride at dawn.
Wait till Pat finds out that Damian Gray and the nonsense showed up. Nonsense Gonzalez showed up at the same time. This is crazy.
I just wanted to show you guys that I won.
Oh, is that Pat? That's Pat. Oh,
no, it's Damian
you almost
Gray.
had me for a second.
That's Damian Gray, Tony. You've had too many of those okay beers.
They're pretty okay. But I wanted to show you guys that my Damian Gray costume at the Shelley's Halloween party won me 2023 best costume. But not only that, that adds to our collection because Smiley McGee, we miss you, but we know you're a winner and we know we are winners.
And who's been nothing but losers
ridiculous.
is those fabulous
the rowdiest
losers.
fan group.
I've been ruminating. The past couple. How long has it been?
Are we talking about this now, I guess?
Oh, we're gonna talk about this right now.
I guess so when they let the gremlin in here.
I've been stewing and I've been brewing.
Gremlin, right? Look who's talking, Double J.
I am
talking. You need to shut up. The LIM champ is talking right now. Let him cook.
And I have some words for Mr. Joey Roth and the Idols. All right, so Nani, you better listen and listen good. All right. The fact of the matter is this.
No, never mind. I'm gonna
listen. The fact of the matter is this, Joey. The fans use their right to tell you what they think of you. And frankly, the LIM does not like you or any of the Idols. All right. You were good until you weren't. All right. You had lost 2 key members of the Idols, being Gunner Brave and Johnny Nye. Not only did you attack Gunner Brave, he fell on top. And then, hold on. Those guys carried you harder. Hold on. I wrote this very angrily, and I can't read my own handwriting.
Take your time.
Take your time. It's only a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I know you're getting all frustrated and flustered, but go ahead. I get
it.
You
need to compose yourself. I can start tearing into Joey Roth because I got words for him too.
You're lucky, Joey. I bet you do, Double J. I bet you do.
You're lucky that your little Kremlin here broke up the fight because I would have made you bite the curb that we were standing in front of if I just had 5 more seconds with you. You were lucky that I have some respect for the business, not to damage the talent. It's like you just blatantly disregard when you pull fans out of the crowd into the ring. If you want to go that route, I am the baddest of them all in the LIM, and I have been holding back, and I am squarely ready to kick your ass, just like I kicked Damian Gray's ass easily back in the day.
That was the funniest part of the show. That was the greatest part of the show. What are you talking about? Watching the absolute color and life fall from Pax's face. Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. It was great.
I don't think you. I don't think so. Listen,
Very squarely disagree.
I've been ruminating and I've been thinking of the things that I would do to Joey
Do you
Roth
even know
and the
what
Idols.
ruminating means?
I don't know what a
I
lot
feel
of
like
words
you're just saying
mean.
words.
I don't know what a lot of words mean, but I know what that word means.
Mm-hmm.
I raised-
Sure. Okay.
I raised my hand.
Tony Gabagool's raising his hand. I guess we can let him
Thank
talk.
you. I lowered my hand.
Joey Roth.
Nonsense Gonzalez, I have a question. It's also a two-parter. Would you mind
He
answering
sounds
it?
like a
chicken
guy who
nuggets.
eats a lot of.
Well, that's my simp
A lot of-
talking, but I have a question that's a two-parter. Would you be willing to answer it for me?
Okay. Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. And Joey Roth, does he like ice cream? I was just wondering. That's the first part of the question. Of course,
Why are you asking me this question?
because you're an idolizer, you should know everything about the man. But listen,
We do
everybody
idolize
loves
him.
ice cream. He's a nutless monkey. Okay, there you go. That's my
I don't
question.
think we can
answered
say that.
myself.
I don't know if we can say that.
I just did.
Oh, by the way,
We don't spread
way,
fake news on this
Gabagool.
podcast.
love your little broken down Halloween costume. By the way, you look absolutely. You look job.
It
You
won.
look
It
job.
won me a trophy. It won.
Your
you
costume's
would've
pretty
won a
scary
trophy.
there too, Nonsense Gonzalez.
Someone who actually likes the Idols.
That's
Oh,
that's pretty
please.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
There's a lot of us. There is a lot of
Where
us.
are they?
There's a lot of you, but
Where
we
are
only ever
they?
hear you flapping your gums.
Where are they?
Yeah, where are they? LAM comes out strong, proud, and in numbers. And the idolizers, or I'm sorry, the idol losers are only ever you, cackling and screaming from the far corner
Treat
because you
it.
can't get close enough to the ring to even be heard and matter.
Listen, the LIM comes to these shows to throw back some old styles, chat it up, defend this belt, and watch some great professional wrestling. And the fact that the barriers between the fans and the action was broken. We made a promise to Chet Gunderson that we would not get involved in any of the action. And the fact that Joey Roth pulled my brother into the ring disregards all that Chet Gunderson has told us.
And I respect the hell out of Chet Gunderson.
I
I
have
want to
nothing.
honor his words.
Nothing but respect
Well,
for
at
Chet
least
Gunderson.
you do.
But if Joey Roth and the fabulous idol losers keep this shit up, I'm going to have to disappoint Chet and I'm going to have to start breaking necks.
They're a bunch of idolets.
None of you have the gall, the stones, to even think about coming against us.
Listen,
All right, well,
I'd
let's
like
see
to
what
make fun
happens
of
at Harvest
try.
Havoc. How about
don't
that?
listen, Double J, please, 1 second. Do not ever make fun of my gallstones. That is a serious condition, and you're on here making fun of them. That is unacceptable.
Absolutely appalling.
The man has a
You-
child.
Yeah, the man has a
You-
child and gallstones. And
Where were
gallstones.
you at Darkness Falls, by the way? Gabagool?
I was poisoned by one of my constituents.
The
Oh, how
spaghetti.
convenient. How very convenient.
I'll be
Where
there
were
at
you?
the
We were
Havoc
sitting
of the
close
Harvest.
to the ring. We couldn't see where you were, nonsense.
I was on the other side.
Oh, and the cheap seats?
They're all $15, dude.
Yeah, so make sure you come out to Harvest Havoc next weekend, November 4th.
Yeah,
Doors
come
open
see-
4 o'clock, bell time
Come-
at 5.
Come hang out with the LAM. We're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bring the blue chew. Joey
Joey
J.
Roth's
Lame,
gonna
I like
need it.
Oh, shut up about the blue
Especially
chew.
All right, this is kind of getting
I
off
hate-
the rails here, but like we can. I think we're at the point where we can talk about what exactly happened at Darkness Falls and what's happened since.
Well, what we need is action.
Yeah.
What we
We need
is
to start
talk
hitting the
about
gym
what
key
exactly.
acts so we can
need to
beat
talk
some
about,
ass.
well, we need to talk about what happened here. So Darkness Falls, Damian Gray and Joey Roth, they come to the ring, and Damian Gray decides to call out the lovely intoxicated idiots, which I don't think that's our name at all. That's not that funny.
We're the loudest ones in the crowd. They should know how to say our name
Rowdiest.
right.
We're the rowdiest fan group.
Oh, put down the stupid Nova already.
We earned that. You didn't come
We earned
close.
it.
What do you want?
Yeah,
He
you weren't
wasn't there yet.
You weren't
All
even
right,
nominated.
Anyway, not the point. Damian Gray decided then to say that my actions, whatever that is, because it's not like I've done anything different from what I've done at any other wrestling show, drags me into the ring, and Joey Roth has me in a full Nelson as my grandpa C-Red is being beat down. And
Johnny Nye thankfully was there to save me. The guys respected Chet's wishes. They stayed behind the barricade. And
They didn't want to.
Yeah, right.
You shouldn't be afraid to go to a wrestling show just because some guy's there.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got to
I
do what
agree.
makes you happy, and that's watch wrestling, drink old style, and watch more wrestling.
And not get dragged into the ring.
And not get dragged into the ring.
If a wrestler can't handle being heckled by the crowd, then he has no business being in the business. That's part of it. You're trying to garner a reaction. And if you can't handle the heat, then get out of the way, Damien. That's been your whole motto your whole life is you can't handle the pressure. I remember back in the day, that's why I used to beat on you so much, is you couldn't handle the pressure. That's why you were second rate, second string. You had to wait till I left before you could get a chance at anything better than me. And that's just what now carried over into the LAM with PX being the best out there in indie wrestling, the podcast Papa making a name for himself. He doesn't even have to step through the ropes to be relevant while you're trying to scratch and claw your way to the top. And you're jealous. Jealousy doesn't look good on you, buddy. Just wait. Maybe I'll go get myself trained. Maybe P and PX will go get ourselves trained. And then we'll make you and your bunch of second-rate losers look exactly like you are.
I don't know if I could get trained. I don't really have the only weights I'm lifting are quarter pounders. I mean, Gabagool,
and it's gonna stay that way.
Gabagool, I mean, you weren't there. You saw the footage. I mean, what did you think when you saw it for the first time?
Well, let me be honest with you. As your second in command and as your friend for 20 years, I got to be honest with you, man. I'm actually pretty worried about you going to IPW on Sunday. You know, because if us guys aren't there and Johnny Nye's not there and you're going into this without backup, I don't know if it's safe for you to go, man. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is me talking to you right now. This ain't even Tony. This is me talking to you, bro. I don't think it's safe for you to be going to wrestling shows if the LIM's not behind you. They're taking you into the ring, man. This shit's serious.
I mean, I'll have Turtle there. It sounds like Turtle's going to be there. It sounds Travis will be there.
I know, but you've only known these guys for a year, right?
Main event Steve will be there.
Main event Steve will be there. I mean, he tried to save me. Daddy Andy will be there. That's why I'm not super. I am a little concerned, but
there.
Grandpa Red will be there. I don't think anything's gonna happen there.
Nah, this is your best friend of 20 years besides me and Mikey Chicken Tenders, okay? Literally, I got a bad feeling about this, man. I'm giving you a heart to heart right now. And Danny, I appreciate you finally stepping up and having your brothers back. I saw you. I saw a glimpse of the true LIM champion came out and had his brothers back for once. So
you threw down the belt.
I appreciate that, you know. But now listen, this is Tony talking now. Okay, Tony's talking. Listen, Pac-Man, we could take these chumps. All of us LIM guys, we meet them out on Rainer Avenue. They don't stand a chance. You got me? Who's with me, boys?
We think about on Rainer Avenue.
All right. You know what? No, I don't think we can do that.
Why not?
I don't think we can do that.
Listen, I don't know if you listened to Joey Roth's podcast when he was talking about how the future is Joey Roth and how the future is now. Well, no, buddy. No, buddy. Let me tell you what the future is. The future is the LIM, and the future is always been the LIM because we're always
lovely. Danny.
We're always intoxicated, and we're always the man. And Joey, you aren't even half the man that any of the members of the LIM are. You are nothing more than a coward. You're gonna pin your own shortcomings on the fans. That's pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic.
And I know you took what he said personally because he said that you were gonna be crying again.
I'm crying. I'll put him 6 feet under.
Listen, they broke the
crying
code.
then.
They broke the ethic. You don't put your hands on the fans. I say anything's fair game on Rainer Avenue. Meet us there if you got half a sack, Joey Roth.
And if you ain't gonna meet us there, we'll find you.
We can't go down this path, guys.
Yes, we can.
They
broke the code, Pac-Man. They started this war, and we're gonna finish it.
That's not no.
Yes.
There's a reason why I'm saying that.
And why is that?
And that's because
it's because he's scared out of his mind, boys. Don't you get it?
Hey, listen.
You should have seen the fear in his eyes the way I saw it. I
No,
was
you
on
didn't
that
see.
other corner. I saw the color fade from his face.
Listen,
I saw the fear as he had to watch
All
C-Red
right, that's
fall.
enough right there. Bet, this ain't
Danny,
the Pat I know. This ain't
Danny,
the
let
Pat
me
I
take
know.
this one.
All
Danny, let me
right. You
take-
take point.
Listen, nonsense. I talked to your optometrist. He said you have an astigmatism. There's no way you could have seen the fear in Pac-Man's eyes. I know Pac-Man for 20 years. At the staircase of the Immortals, he did not back down. He faced fear in the eyes, and he said, "Go pound sand." And then he took his Twinkie fist and punched it in his face, and that guy fell off. And guess what? He didn't even get suspended. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's not afraid of some second-rate manager in the RPW. Okay?
You know why he's not afraid? Because he has brothers that are blood brothers that run thicker than blood than anything. He's got his actual brother, but then he's got his brothers of over 20 years behind his back.
I mean, technically, I'm also his
Don't
brother
you
of over 20
idiots
years.
get it?
I mean, you're right, but
That's why
you're
he's
making me
not
lose my
doing
point
this.
here. Shut up, nonsense. I have the microphone. I'm talking here. We are the LIM, and we are not afraid, and Pac-Man is not afraid. Now you can say something that's irrelevant, probably.
That's exactly why he's not doing this. He said that he didn't want any of you guys getting hurt because he knew that if this came out and this turned into an all-out war, that none of you would survive. Gabagool, I find it real convenient that you were poisoned and had to miss Darkness Falls.
Okay.
But I think you missed it intentionally.
Yeah, he's afraid
Double
of
J,
me.
I know you have your little quirks, your little quips on me. But let's be honest. If you tried to get into the ring, all you would do is flop. Danny, I remember that look in your eyes when I was saying that bodies are gonna drop. You said you would fight anybody. You said you would kill any day.
That's damn right.
You don't even know your own strength. Because guess what? You have none. And Simp, don't think I forgot about you, buddy. I did a little something special for you.
I downloaded a text-to-speech software so your dumb little robot self could understand me better. You're just as basic as all these other boys, and you don't even drink. Do yourself a favor and get your server checked before you end up getting decommissioned, Robo-Boy.
And that leaves you, Pac-Man. This all started because you decided to get your nose into the business of the idols. And now you finally get to face these consequences. Don't you remember what I said? The yearbook nonsense and everything involving Damian Gray? It's finally bubbling back up, and it's going to rip you apart. And if any of you boys think that the idols won't have backup in this little war that you guys are planning, let's not forget, he has me, he has the other idolizers, and I can find plenty of allies like that. I have been finding allies all across the world. Milwaukee, Massachusetts, Manchester. Hell, I get it. You guys are mad about this. I'm the heel club, you're the face club. But let's be honest, the future is Joey Roth. So don't get mad at me when I'm just speaking the truth.
Are you done? You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, she's done.
So the reason that I'm saying that I want you guys as far out of this as possible is because I have experienced the idols firsthand. I mean, there were little run-ins at meet and greets. There were run-ins at Rocket Pro. There have been run-ins at IPW. The push, yeah, that was frustrating. That was annoying.
I mean, C-Red had my back, slapped the taste out of his mouth. But I never experienced anything like what exactly happened. Now, the Idols, we've been saying all along that they've lost everything. They've lost titles. They've lost power. They've lost members. But at the same time, what I can say about them is they haven't lost that anger and that drive to do whatever it takes to hurt as many people as possible.
I just think
And at this hold on. At this time, they've chosen me. They've chosen to put a target on the LIM. So far, I've been the one that has taken the brunt of everything that they've had to throw. And Nani, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. But at the same time, you guys don't understand like I understand what exactly they're capable of. I've experienced it firsthand. My neck from Joey's, it still kind of hurts a little bit. I mean, I've been battling that as we've been going through this process in this podcast. It's not something that I would wish on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it on Nani. I wouldn't wish it on Santino. Those are two of my worst enemies. And Nani, you run your mouth a lot. You run your mouth like me, and I'll admit, I kind of like you. You remind me a little bit of myself. You and I, we're not that different. We're both passionate about professional wrestling, and we both have our favorites. We both like who we like.
Mm-hmm.
You ignited a fire in all of us
to be better,
to be even stronger, knowing that your presence and your passion is going to drive the idolizers. And it was just pure coincidence that the idolizers came about just as everything was fired up with the idols. So I'm going to thank you, because you fired up these boys in a way I haven't seen them fire up in many, many years. We've been fired up at Rocket Pro. We were fired up when No Coast kidnapped Chet Gunderson, but who got him back?
the LIM.
We pushed Damian Saint to make sure that Steve Arndt, the commentator, would be able to sit after Damian Saint last year said that he couldn't. Look at Steve. Next time you go to St. Joe's Park, I want you to look at that commentary table. And I want you to notice the way Steve is at the commentary table. And you tell me who helped make that possible.
Why would I even bother with Steve? He thinks I'm in a cult.
You are.
Well, I mean, you kind of are.
No, I'm not. Not a cult.
I mean,
That's exactly what someone in a cult
we're gonna
would
beg
say.
to differ. We're gonna beg to differ.
All right, hold on.
We're both passionate about wrestling, I think is what Pat is getting at.
We have also gone up against other people before. We've gone up against Travis T. We haven't seen eye to eye. I consider Travis a friend now. Over on JFW, I'm one of his co-hosts, and we didn't see eye to eye at first. But how was he able to get the respect for the LIM in order for that to happen? That was us. And that we stood up to him. And I think he respected that.
I've always been a Travis T guy, though.
My point is this. If you want to try to instigate and take advantage of me in a very vulnerable situation, and I can't deny I am in a very vulnerable situation right now with everything going on. I don't know how to respond.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know exactly what to do. I don't have all the answers, but I know I have people that got my back.
You're damn right.
And the other aspect of this I want to hit on is you fired them up. I'm fired up. I don't know where exactly that's going to lead. But at the end of the day, when it's the idolizers facing off against the LIM, when it's the idols probably trying some stuff again, because this shit is far from over.
Far from it. We'll make sure of it.
We're going to make sure that things are taken care of accordingly. And even if that means I fall on my ass while doing it, then so be it. I know I got brothers that are going to pick me up.
Let's see how long they stay standing in order to help you with that.
I mean, history has shown they've got my back.
Mm-hmm. Always will. Always have been.
Just remember what Damien said. How many more people have to suffer because of your actions?
You guys need to stay out of the blast radius, and if they're gonna come back at me, they're gonna come back at me. But you guys need to stay out of this. I got to deal with this myself.
As second in command, I'm telling all of my constituents below me, we will not stand down. We will bleed for you. We will bleed for LIM.
And I appreciate that, but I'm first.
Boys? Who's with me,
Hold
boys?
on.
Rainer Avenue.
Hold on.
Rainer Avenue.
You are second in command, and your sentiment is appreciated, but I can't have. I'm the leader.
No.
I'm the leader,
No.
and I'm telling you guys to stand down.
I think we actually have to listen to him, guys.
Danny, this is us. It's
I know.
us and
I know.
them. And
Listen.
Pac-Man is one of us. He's our leader. It's
Absolutely.
us and them.
We will not go
That's
quietly
like
in the night.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I think we should listen to Pat on this one. He might know.
You should really
Listen.
think about what you're saying.
Danny, if you're not
Danny,
He's the first in command,
for
man.
today?
He's in charge. Listen,
You're the
buddy.
LIM champion.
I'm the LIM champion, and I'm agreeing with my brother.
listen, Danny,
He
if
made
you're
some
not
good
willing-
points.
If you're not willing to go to war for
Gabagool,
Pac-Man,
Oh, I'm willing to go to war for Pat.
All right, guys,
Pat don't
hold
want
on.
me to.
Gabagool, please. You're seriously caring now about the safety of everybody? When you and Danny have been going back and forth about that little piece of plastic on his shoulder right there?
Plastic. It's something that you'll never hold.
exactly.
It's an honor
You guys-
to wear this belt, and it's something that you'll never even come close to.
10 pounds of
Maybe
plastic.
Gabagool will never come
okay?
close to it either.
10 pounds of gold right here.
Watch it, nonsense. Danny, if you're not willing to bleed for your brother at Harvest Havoc, then stay your ass home and go to Kokomo. Me and Double J will handle it. Rainer Avenue, buddy. Let's be there.
I'll live there all week if I have to. Waiting.
Oh, wait a minute. You boys, you just had me remember something. Wasn't the induction of Simp supposed to be at Darkness Falls because somebody didn't have trust in Simp right away?
Well, we moved
Weren't
it up.
you?
Yeah, we moved it up.
Weren't you and Double J fighting over the trust of Simp to join LIM?
He proved himself. I mean, he's got the minion chicken nuggets. I think that's a valid reason to join the LIM.
Please, you boys easily crack under the pressure. You boys go back and forth all the time. You're not going to win this war.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. Look how the JFW war turned out.
I'm on there now.
This is going to be different from the JFW war.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm listening to JFW now, so you can stop at those little comments.
Oh, so we can't tell you. I
Pac-Man.
can't say that anymore.
You can't say
Yeah,
that.
we can't say it.
Dude,
can't
these
say it.
podcast people. All right. Let's wrap this up.
Should we wrap this up?
We should wrap this up. I'm getting a little heated. I'm getting a little
Yeah.
annoyed.
Oh, well, let me before we wrap it up, I think Simp has something to say. Do you?
Your chances of winning this war are already dead.
Hey, Simp, run
But the
another
robot man is
calculation.
funny.
Yeah, run it through
Simp.
the supercomputer.
Simp, run another calculation on that because I think your numbers are way off. I've looked at the
Her
numbers. They're not that low.
You guys think we should wrap this up?
I think it's time to close the tab on this one. We got work to
Pac-Man.
do.
Do
We
not
gotta
listen.
figure this out.
Do not listen to the
guys.
simp. The simp does not know what he's talking about on this subject. Okay, we do stand a chance. You stand a chance. I believe in you, brother. This is me talking.
You got this,
The whole
Pat.
time. We got this.
But
We
you guys
got
got,
this.
but you guys got to
Happening.
stand down. I can't have you guys getting in the middle of this and getting yourselves hurt
No,
over me.
bring him in.
Bullshit.
Bring him in.
Bullshit.
The more bodies fall, the better.
Bullshit. Now, are we ready to wrap this thing up and close
Let's
the tab on
let's
this
wrap
episode?
this up.
Wait, real quick. I want to talk about our sponsor of this episode.
Let's do it. Go for it.
Blue Chew. All right, let's close the tab on this episode.
All right, and then we have one thing to say.
We're
as-
always lovely. We're always intoxicated, and we're always the men.
but also we have something
Not
else
for
we
long.
use. And we
Yes,
have
I
something.
another thing.
We also have another thing. Are you ready for it?
Shut up,
Santino!
Shut up, Santana.
Close enough, Simp. Close enough.